Hi again then guys, and welcome to episode 52 of B-Road Ballers, the review series for Gran Turismo's hot hatch selection, some which are in more of a super mini kind of class. They're very small, very compact, generally quite lightweight, and not always as powerful. But that's not necessarily a bad thing in a case of those smaller cars, because being lightweight and front-wheel drive, that would tend to give them more of an inclination to understeer, perhaps torque steer more, whereas a bigger, heavier hatch can generally deal with that kind of power and torque better. Now, in the case of this particular car, it is running quite a lot of power for a small hatch. It's a 1.6 litre turbo front-wheel drive hot hatch, the Suzuki Swift Sport, and we are using the higher PP model of the two. Not really sure why there needs to be two different versions on the game. There's really no need for that. And this is, as you'd hope, a lightweight car. With the full weight loss package, you're looking at 886 kilos, which is very good. And as far as torque, it does put out 236 foot-pounds. As far as power from that 1.6 turbo engine, it puts out 342. That's pretty good power for a small engine, and quite a lot of power for a small hatch. As far as horsepower per tonne, it puts out 386, and the fully tuned PP is 506, which, although that is pretty high for a small hatch, it's actually quite reasonable given how good the power and how low the weight is. As far as price, you're looking at only 16 grand for this car, which is really good value given that the spec is strong and it is a premium model. In fact, both of them are premium models with body modifications and of course a fully detailed interior. Now, I did review this car in the Dark series because it is an underappreciated hot hatch in comparison especially to how good, or not how good, but how popular you'd expect it to be on GT6. It's not as popular as I would have expected. Being as it is a premium, well-powered, relatively lightweight and affordable hot hatch, I would have expected it to be more popular than it is. Now, there are certainly some people who do use it, but this is a bit of a gem when it comes to small hot hatches on Gran Turismo. It's semi-underappreciated and very good. The handling on this car is excellent, and one of the main reasons for that is because of how compact the car is. It's not overly tall, it's not narrow, but at the same time not wide. The track is quite a good width, which gives the car enough stability so that it doesn't roll, but also at the same time doesn't make it too wide for tight technical circuits. It's also, of course, not very long, so overall it has quite a boxy image, like driving a small cube, and that's good. It means that the car has a short wheelbase, which in turn equals better cornering, even on tracks where bigger, more powerful cars would struggle, such as, say, London or Monaco or tracks like that. It's actually a very strong hot hatch to go for on those kind of circuits. If the PP was a little bit lower, it would be a very, very good rival at, say, the 450 or 475 PP levels for vehicles like the Polo GTI. As it is, the PP's perhaps a little bit too high to do that, but it's still an excellent hot hatch overall, and you do get that advantage of premium status, which so many of the other small hatches especially just don't have. Some of the larger hatches do, like the Focus, the Megane, etc., but for the small ones, very, very few of them are, and that's a shame. Now, the fact that this car is premium, that it is so dirt cheap for so much spec, 886 kilos, 342 horsepower, means that it is exactly as it looks on paper, a great deal. So if you're looking for something of an underappreciated choice, but one which is far better than how little use it gets would indicate it is, then definitely try out the Swift Sport. It doesn't particularly matter which one you go for. The slightly lower PP model may prove advantageous for tuning, but overall it doesn't really make a huge amount of difference whichever one you choose. So it's definitely a strong choice to go for, especially if you're on a budget. And that's it for this particular episode. So I'll see you guys next time, and as always, thanks for watching.